Hey everyone, welcome to yet another YouTube live. Today it's going to be a live vocabulary drill. So if you're here, please just let me know on the chat so that I can take out your name. If you're joining me on the app, you can let me know on the app chat as well. So I'll just wait until 8 p.m. to get started. Yeah. Meanwhile, if you're here and you're listening to me, you can let me know on the chat. Today it's going to be about vocabulary, along with learning how you can improve your vocabulary. We'll also be doing and learning some new words along with their meaning. So if you're watching this as a recording, you can just fast forward a bit by say 10 minutes and then just understand how you can improve your vocabulary or the new words that we'll be seeing today. Yes, great, great. I'll just wait for one more minute before I start. If you're here, just let me know on the chat. If you're joining me on the app, if you're joining me through my app, also you can let me know on the chat. If you're joining me on YouTube too, you can just again send a message to us on the live chat so that we understand. Okay. Great. So it's exactly 8 p.m. Let's get started with the class. Okay. Now, this is not going to be a class, it's just going to be a fun interaction between you and me. So, as much as I appreciate that you're here, let's just try to participate so that you gain as much as possible. Okay. Now, I'll just talk a little bit about vocabulary before I get on to today's word list. Again, if you're joining me on the app or on YouTube, just let me know here so that I can take your name. Okay. And if you're watching this as a recording, you can just fast forward a bit. Yeah. Great. Now, about vocabulary for IELTS or generally for improving your language ability, it is necessary that you keep working on this skill. Now, this should be an ongoing process. You can never feel that it is enough for you to learn new words or new phrases. Okay, and this is because you should be constantly challenging yourself with content that is difficult to understand. Either you listen or read to such content. Hi, Dheeraj, and everyone else who is joining in, right? So that's the first way to first get exposed to the new words. The second thing is that there are certain words that fit or go along with a certain topic. Now, you can't really memorize this list. Again, that will happen when you're exposed to content associated with any topic that you are asked in your IELTS writing or speaking. So, let's say if it's about environment, health, or whatever, maybe education, maybe information technology, it can be anything. Now, in such cases, again, when you get exposed to the content, you then learn new words and idioms. Now, with idioms, the process is slightly different. You cannot learn that from formal newspapers or such content. You cannot do that. You can only learn through or by listening to conversations either on YouTube, through TV shows and things like that. So it's just that the more you expose yourself, the better it is for you. Okay, right. So, yes, hi Shamli as well. Okay, now, hi Jasleen. Good. Okay, great. So, what I expect you to do every day is to read, listen to English, and try to challenge yourself by listening to tough content. Okay, this strategy should go on until your exam date, can't change that way. And the second thing is to frame sentences on your own. You try and write down the new words that you are learning and try to frame sentences in English on your own. That's how you remember the words that you learned as well. Okay, that's also important because on your exam day in writing or speaking, you are expected to be spontaneous. Okay, so this should be your strategy, and anybody who missed the last 3-4 minutes, there's no problem. You could, if you're watching me on the app or on YouTube, this recording is going to be there. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do right now is just try and expose you to different words. Okay, and then we'll try and you will spell the word for me on the chat. I will not I will not type it for a while. I'll just pronounce the word correctly and you're going to type that for me, and let's try and frame at least 3 different sentences. Okay, so that's why I said participation is very important. That's how you will understand how differently one word or an idiom can be used. Okay, so are you guys ready? Shamli, Jasleen, Dheeraj, and everybody else who is watching me, are you guys ready for this drill? Which is why I made sure I talked less and made you practice more. Yes? Okay, just give me a quick yes. Good, good, good. Nice. Okay. Okay, good. You guys are ready, and you're ready for the first word. I will just give you one clue as to whether it's an adjective or a noun or a verb. Okay, and then we will write the spelling, and then we'll frame the sentence. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Justine is ready. Nice. Here's your first word. Okay. Let's. Yes, Afra. Okay. Here's your first word. Estrange. Estrange. That's the first word, and it's a verb. Okay, it's an action verb. Estrange. I said the word third time. Give me the spelling to that word first, and if you can, don't Google the meaning. Okay, that's not the point of this class. The point of this class is to help you remember vocabulary, not by memorizing, but by actually putting your mind to action, your mind to work. Yeah. Come on, anybody here who can spell estrange for me? It's a verb. Okay. Amazing, amazing. Come on, come on. Try. Shamli, Jasleen, Afra, Dheeraj. Uh, Shamli, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Good, Jasleen. Uh, Jasleen is the first one to give me the answer. Can you also guess the meaning then? The others. And the spelling is right. Estrange is correct. So Justine was the first one to type the answer. Good job, Justine. Very good. And that's how you remember spellings as well. Try to remember the sounds and try to imagine what letters can go into that. Okay, that's how you get better at spellings too. Because with writing tests, you were supposed to be good with spellings. Correct? Okay. Estrange is the word. Anybody who can type the meaning? Come on. Good, good, good. Okay, let me help you with the meaning for this word. Estrange is to become unknown to someone, to become not friends with someone. Okay, that's estranged. So it's basically you're friends with someone, but you kind of get estranged or estrange yourself, you try to isolate yourself from that person or from that situation. Okay, so stranger is anyone whom you don't know. So this, the action of becoming a stranger, estrange. That's the meaning. Okay, so can you just frame one sentence instead of three? I'm coming down to one sentence. Can you tell me or type one sentence on the chat? Yes. One sentence on the chat box with the word estrange. Good. Okay, Shamli, you're responding, but I really want to see a sentence from each one of you who's watching me right now. Come on. Okay, I'm giving you a sentence as well. Okay, take a look at my chat. I'm pinning that message for you to understand. My close friend estranged me after I got better scores. So basically, you and your friend were preparing together, and this particular friend estranged you or stopped talking with you after you scored well. That's estranged. Okay? All right? Good. So if all of you are clear, let's now move on to the next word. All of you are clear with estranged now? Can you give me a yes if you're clear again? Good, 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 good. Nice. Great. So let's proceed to the next word. Okay, the next word. Estranged past tense, estranged present tense. Good. Okay, next word. Okay, second word. You might have heard of it. I'm going to, again, I need spellings and I need participation from everyone this time. Hideous. Hideous. That's the word. Let's see who gives me the spelling first. Hideous. Do not Google it. The whole point of the class is to make you write spellings. Yes, good, 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 good. Come on, come on. Hideous, not tedious. Hideous. Sorry if I was not clear. Very good, very good. Okay. Can no, not tedious, guys. It's not tedious. Hideous. Good, Dheeraj. Hideous. Very good. Correct, correct. No, you were right, Justine. Why did you remove? Good, Shamli. Good sentence. Very good job, you guys. Dheeraj, Justine, Shamli. Yes, correct, correct. Hideous, exactly. No, estranged does not mean jealous. It's just that they became strangers to you. Okay, that's it's not jealous, just that they became distant. Okay, hideous means very bad. Okay, very shabby. It looks super super ugly. That's hideous. Now you can use hideous for anything, for a dress, for a person, for a place, such things like anything to describe your surroundings. You can use the word hideous. It's an adjective. Yes, very very ugly. Okay, ugly to the core. That's hideous for you. All right, good job, good job. So it's an adjective, and you guys gave me the correct spelling, hideous. Right, great. Now, can you guys try and frame a sentence with hideous? So imagine an ugly place, an ugly person, an ugly dress, an ugly house, maybe anything that's ugly, anything that can be ugly. Food also. Okay. So try and frame a sentence with hideous can be used in your speaking. Slightly, a strong word to use. It's a very strong word. So I suggest that you use it in your speaking, or let's say in your letter. Became hideous to watch or to see. Yes. Since the war in Ukraine started, not has started, it's just past tense, comma, all the beautiful places there have become hideous. Very good. It means just too shabby to even go and visit, right? Good one, Dheeraj, except that your pronunciation, I mean, your punctuations needed correction. Anybody else who has an example sentence? That's a good example, in fact. Yeah, good. Now I just wait for just a minute and then I'll move on to the next one because I have a long list of words and idioms today. I really want to do idioms as well. Yeah. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. The next one, slum. Slum. That's your word. It's a verb again. It's not an adjective. It can be used as a verb and a noun, same spelling. Slum. It's a simple word to write. Very useful in your task 1 academic. Uh, let's say you have a graph or a bar graph, such places. I'm just pinning Dheeraj's message. Uh, that's an example sentence for the word hideous, ugly. Okay, good job, Dheeraj, Jasleen, Shamli, and anyone else who's joining me right now. Okay, if you're here, if you just joined me, just make sure that you type your message here. The word is slump, slump. Anyone with the spelling of the word slump. Come on. Anyone. Can't guess? Slump. SLUMP. It means a decrease in something, a sudden decrease or a very steep decrease, a huge decrease in something. Okay, so slump in the rupee to dollar, rupee is falling, rupee has slumped to 78 rupees today against the dollar. That's a huge decrease. Correct, Dheeraj. Also, another way of saying the temperature in the northern part of India, yes, means a huge decline, has slumped to minus or maybe negative degrees because of the cold wave, right? Just an example. That's what slump means, a huge decline or a decrease. Yes, synonyms are decline, decrease, fall. All of these are synonyms to slump. It can be used as a noun and also as a verb. So the temperature slumped after the rain. Okay. The economy slumped after the pandemic. These are examples as verbs and nouns. So can I see your example sentence? Can you tell me, can you try and type the example sentence here on the chat for me? Yes. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Try. I want you to try. Imagine you are writing task 1, you're writing the IELTS test, you're writing the academic IELTS test, you see a graph that contains, yes, causing a slump. Very good sentence, Dheeraj, amazing sentence. Shamli, good, but we are on to slump now, but good sentence there, Shamli. Very well done. I'm just replacing pin message. Can I have example sentences from the others as well? These words are not that difficult, and that was a good sentence. Is causing a slump in the production of electronics, in the production of automobiles. It's a good sentence. Good one. Good one. Okay, on to the next word now. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the class I'll frame 3 sentences with you, but let's have more sentences. That's how you will learn better. Okay? Okay, let's try the next word, transcend. Transcend. Also, a less common word um, can be used in place of some common words. I will give you examples, but first, tell me the spelling to transcend. Transcend. Come on. Good, Shamli. Good attempt, but now we are on to transcend. That's the word. Okay. Transcend. It's a verb. It's a verb, correct. It's a verb. Good one, Dheeraj, again. Good one. Transcend, correct. So it means to cross something, right? That's what transcend means. Literally to cross barriers or to cross borders. That's what transcend means. It's a verb. Okay. Now, so it's used in situations that, for example, you want to say something reached from one place to another. It just means that it crossed a lot of borders to reach that place. That's transcend for us. Or let's say someone crossed the limit with you in a topic or a situation, then you will say that you're transcending all borders, you're crossing all the limits. Also a way to use the word transcend. So can we have an example sentence now with the word transcend? Yes. Can you and can I get sentences from people other than Dheeraj, Jasleen, Shamli? Who else is here? Afra. Can you give me an example sentence to the word transcend? It's a verb. It's an action of crossing borders or barriers. Yes, this parcel has transcended all borders to reach India. It means it has crossed a lot of barriers or crossed a lot of steps to reach a certain place. That's what transcend means. Good job. Try framing a sentence. You can use it in past tense, present tense. Anyone? Right. Good, Chamli, but you're just one word behind. Always good attempt. Nowadays, there's a slump in the sale of smartphones. You don't have to say nowadays, just that there is a slump, or it has been observed that there is a slump in the sale of smartphones. Good job. Good job. But good sentence, Shamli. Don't have to delete your message. Yes. Okay. I'm just trying to explain the word transcend to you. Religion transcends borders here. So, for example, imagine India and Pakistan. Okay. and you are living at a place that's very close to the border, you find that there is a culture mix. So religion transcends all borders here, which means that people in India follow something that's very close to what Pakistanis do, and the other way around. So that's transcend for you. Okay, that's the word. Okay, so we're done with how many? We're done with 4 words. Let's try and do simpler words. I feel that I'm giving you tough words today, but anyway. Okay, let's just try and do the next word, after which we'll move on to doing idioms. Okay, great. The next word is adjunct. Adjunct. That's the word. Can anyone tell me the meaning or the spelling of the word adjunct? Yes, come on, adjunct. Yeah, new one, adjunct. Very good, very good. So, what's the meaning of this word then? It's a noun. It's a noun. Anything that's a supplement to something. So, a synonym to adjunct is a supplement or an add on to something. Okay, so how can you use it in a sentence? What kind of things can be add on? Now, let's say you are doing a presentation, okay, and let's say you are selling something, and maybe let's say you're talking to someone who's a prospective client, okay, you're selling something, and this person gets something as an adjunct, something as a supplement along with a certain service. That's adjunct. Okay, something to add on. Yes, something that acts as a supplement, adjunct. It's additional, it's not important to that situation. That's adjunct. Okay, it's very similar. It sounds like adjacent, but it's actually adjunct, means something that acts as a supplement. Okay, let's say you're getting a book, and then someone is giving something else along with the book, so this is adjunct to the book. This comes along with the book. Okay, that's adjunct for you. Now, since this word is new, I'm not going to ask you to frame an example sentence. Let's try and do some idioms now. Okay, because idioms are very, very important for you to learn, and it's just that, remember what I told you about idioms. It's just that when you listen to more informal conversations, you'll become comfortable with idioms. And if we have time, we do all the other words that I have in plan. Okay. The first idiom is this: a dime a dozen. Okay, that's the idiom. I'm just going to send that as a message to you guys on the chat. You don't have to spell that for me. A dime a dozen. Okay, a dime a dozen. That's the idiom. Come on, tell me what it means. Okay, fine. So let me help you understand again. Dime a dozen means anything that's common, anything that's not really carrying any value. Okay, it's very common. It's just that it's too mainstream. It's nothing special. That's what a dime a dozen means. Can you think of something that's very common, does not have any value? Think of an object, think of something that you'll find in your shops. Yes, something that, no, I think is the opposite of that. Dheeraj, it's the opposite of that. It does not look small. No, it does not have great value. Something that is small and is very common. So, for example, um, let's say you are getting a treatment done, okay, and you want to see a specialist for that treatment. Let's say you have, you want to see a doctor, a specialist, and you're searching for someone in that field in your city. So people will tell you specialists in this field are a dime a dozen. So it means that they're very common. Or let's say you are searching for a plumber, someone who repairs taps. Okay, plumbers in this locality are a dime and a dozen. It means that you will find a plumber like this. It's very common. It's not a big deal for you to find a plumber like that. Or let's say something that's special for the others, but something that's unique to you. Great employees are tough to find, but in this company they are available a dime and a dozen. It means that at other places, great employees are difficult to find, but here they're very common. That's what a dime and a dozen means. A dime a dozen. Okay? Did you guys understand? Good, good, very good. Okay, great. People watching me on the app are responding. Nice. Okay, so next idiom, in the saddle. In the saddle, back in the saddle, or in the saddle. I'm just sending that as a message. In the saddle. Okay, in the saddle. Now this is an idiom. If you can guess the meaning, I'm more than happy if you can type the meaning here. But it's just that since these are idioms that you won't find usually, you won't. These are less common idioms basically. So I'm just telling you the meaning right away. In the saddle means someone who is in control of something. Someone is in a position of responsibility. Okay, I'm happy to see you in the saddle again. Means that you're taking control of something back again after a break or something. So that's in the saddle. Let's say you are finding someone, they took a long off, or holiday from office, and they're coming back and taking on responsibilities with full vigor. That means they are back in the saddle. Okay, that's an example situation. Someone who is coming back to a position of control or responsibility. That's in the saddle. Okay, is that again clear? Can you give me a yes if that is clear? Okay. Okay. Yes. Good. Good. The next one, bottom of scraping. The bottom of the barrel. Okay. Opposite of this is tip of the iceberg. We'll come to that next. Scraping the bottom of the barrel. It means that there is literally nothing else that's left, and then you're taking off something that is literally not there. Okay, for example, you're finding an employee for your office. You are done searching for people, but you can't find anyone. Then you are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Okay, or let's say you are looking for good ideas to solve a certain problem, but you're not able to do that. All your ideas are bad. Then you will say that we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. I think we just need to try and find new solutions to the problem. Okay, that's scraping the bottom of the barrel. So basically, you don't have much choice here. That's what the situation is. Let's say you go shopping and you buy clothes for yourself. There's literally nothing in the store. Then you will say, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Let's just go to another store. Okay, that's scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's nothing left, and then you're trying to take something off that situation, trying to find something best suited for that situation. Okay, okay, great, great, great. Next idiom here, tip of the iceberg. Okay, this is exactly the opposite of scraping the bottom of the barrel. Tip of the iceberg means there is so much left to explore in that place, in that situation, or about a certain person. You're trying to know about a certain person. There's so much left to explore. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, for example, whatever words we're doing today is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, or if someone is watching this as a recording on my YouTube channel, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many such videos that help a student learn vocabulary. That's tip of the iceberg. Okay, let's say you visit a place like Kashmir or Kerala, they're very beautiful in nature. You just visit one place, then you will say, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to see in a certain place. Okay, it's literally that. So imagine an iceberg goes inside a sea, right? Imagine that. So you are just at the top. There's so much more to explore about this person. Or about that place or that situation. Or let's say you're trying to become friends with a person. You have so much, you know so much about that person eventually, and then there's just one quality that you pick up. Say being humorous is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to this person beyond being funny. Okay, that's what tip of the iceberg means. Okay. Okay, all right. So are you guys clear now? Yes? Okay, amazing, amazing. Let's do one more. Okay, we're done with 4 idioms now. Let's just do one more and then we'll call it a day. Okay, that's the last idiom. Also, I'm calling it a day with this idiom, right? Call it a day means to end something. It means that you are putting an end to something. Let's say it's a meeting, it's a very long meeting. I'm calling it a day now. I have to go home. Okay, and similarly with this class, I'm calling it a day now. I finished this class after this video. To put an end to something. That's what calling it a day means. Okay, great. So we learned 5 idioms and then we learned 5 words. I'm hoping to do, I wanted to do more, but it's just that, due to lack of time, I won't be able to do the others. I may add them on my Instagram or send them to you as a WhatsApp message for you to frame sentences. Okay. Okay, okay, great, great. All right, wonderful. So great participation, guys. I hope people who are watching it as a recording also are able to pick something from this. Quick insights, quick summary about what I said about learning vocabulary. It should be an ongoing process. It shouldn't be that you're memorizing words. You should associate words with different situations and try and frame sentences. And that's a way of retention. Now exposure creates a new list for you every day. So just like the words that you learned today, try and frame words on your own. Try and read a lot and try frame sentences with the words that you learned. That's how you improve with vocabulary. And same, the more natural you become, the better your score is in vocabulary. So that will again happen when you use them fluently, when you're using them constantly, these good words. Okay, great. All the words that we learned are good, are less common today. So I just hope that you are able to use this class as base and improve your vocabulary. So I'll see you guys in another class very similar to this, maybe next week. And until then, you can also download my app and access this content on my free course. We send out quizzes. There's some content for you to already learn. So I'm just sending the link to that course. You can join this. There are also other free courses such as for writing and for reading. Whenever I conduct a class, once you download the app, you will be able to get a notification. All right. Okay then. Bye bye. Have a good night.